MIB International, or you can say Men in Black International, is a new movie in the MIB franchise and has new characters, a new director, and this is a spin-off in the MIB franchise, and this movie stars Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth. So MIB International revolves around this new character named Molly, and after she witnessed an alien, two MIB agents neuralized her parents, but they forgot to neuralize Molly. So basically, Molly grew up for 20 years knowing that aliens exist, and she seeked out the MIB headquarters. And so after she gets captured by the MIB, she asks MIB to make her an agent, due to the fact that she's the only human to have found the headquarters ever. So Emma Thompson, who reprises her role as an MIB director in the other two films, she kindly grants her as an MIB agent, but she put her on probation, and they team her up with Chris Hemsworth's character, Agent H, and we have our movie, MIB International. I liked the first movie, didn't really care about the second movie, or didn't really care much about the third movie. I didn't really see it in theaters when it came out. But they just been alright to me in some sort. The first movie, don't get me wrong, the first movie was pretty good. The second movie, I didn't like the plot where they were bringing back the memory of Tommy Lee Jones' character. I thought that his arc was completely finished in the first movie. And also for a couple of years, I've been hearing that the studio's been wanting to make a crossover between Men in Black and 21 Jump Street. I don't know if that rumor is true or not, but that's a rumor I've been hearing for quite some time. For this new movie right here with a brand new take, as a brand new characters, I thought that maybe there could be something different, especially with the director F. Gary Gray on board, who has directed Set It Off, Straight Outta Compton, and other great movies and some sort. His filmography is pretty good. And after watching this movie, I have to say that the best thing about going for it was Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth's character. Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson really did a good job of portraying their characters. They both had great chemistry, and it definitely shines in this movie. Chris Hemsworth's character, who plays Agent H, he was a delight in his role. He was charismatic. He had a bunch of charm and wit to his character, and also the improvisation in this movie was clearly shown, and Chris Hemsworth is really good with the improv. Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth worked together in Thor Ragnarok, and also they worked together in the Endgame. So you can definitely see the chemistry that they had one for one another. It worked outside of the chemistry and the great performances from Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth. That's where the movie fails. And the film had a hard time of figuring out its own plot, and the plot is basically forgettable because the film focused so much on the performances on Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson's character. And that's not essentially a bad thing. It's just that everybody else outside those two characters were dull and flat. And I had a hard time figuring out which one is flatter, the plot of this film or Flapjacks. There's these two intergalactic beings that was trying to find this object that's this big deal in this movie that other alien races are trying to capture this MacGuffin. These two intergalactic beings had potential that could have been developed into this movie, and maybe it would have gauged the audience into the story a little bit more. But the payoff with these two intergalactic characters didn't work out. They practically appeared in this movie, had a dancing scene, and then they disappeared. After these characters disappeared, the film focused right back to Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson's character, Molly and Henry. The film gets better when the film focuses on them, but when the intergalactic beings reappear in the movie, I was shocked because I almost forgot that they were in the movie. One of the main issues where the story became a little dull is mainly because this film doesn't really have a true memorable villain in this movie. If you look back at the other Men in Black movies, each movie has a villain. In this movie, there isn't a confrontational battle with a true antagonist. There's like a few species that appears in this movie that's trying to go after this MacGuffin, but these other henchmen or people that appears, they didn't play a factor in this movie. That's basically was the reason why this movie became boring as it is, because the film had a hard time figuring out its own plot, and it didn't know where to focus on, but to focus on the main characters. Another thing that really dogged this movie down was its humor. And there's times where the movie tried to give out some jokes by giving us innuendos, a few penis jokes here and there, but it clearly doesn't work at times. And I found myself chuckling a couple times due to the fact that they attempt to try to be funny. That's the only reason why I chuckled, not because the joke itself was actually funny. I didn't really like the fact that Chris Hemsworth's character was almost dumb in this movie, and there was a reason why he was acting the way he was, or acting dumb. They were saying he was acting different. I don't want to go in full explanation of it, but still, I just didn't like the fact that he was dumb in this movie, and they made Tessa Thompson's character like super smart. Right there, I could really say that was a nitpick because there was a specific reason why Chris Hemsworth was dumb, but still, the execution of that didn't pay off correctly. So pretty much, MIB International is just an average movie. It has good performances from the main stars, but outside of them, the writing and the revolving around the plot doesn't know where it wants to go. It couldn't figure out what it wanted to do. I'm going to give MIB International a Michael Keaton Batman average film. If you are a fan of the MIB, if you want to see Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth, I recommend to go see it. But if you want to watch a good overall film, I recommend saving your money and just move on. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and that's my review of MIB International, and I'll see you guys in the next review. And also, I will review Ma and Aladdin, but since my schedule's getting a little tight and stuff like that, I'm going to have to do a bundle review. But stay tuned for that. And also, we got Jessica Jones happen to be on Netflix, so I'm going to review that coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. Busy schedule coming in your way. Looking forward to dishing out those videos for you guys, and now stay tuned for all those coming your way very soon. And if you like everything you see and you agree, subscribe to my channel and join me in the Batman family. I'll have more Batman-tastic reviews in the way. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.
Holy mackerel.